Twisted are the main antagonists of Dandy's world. They are the corrupted versions of tunes disfigured by Eicha. Their only objective is to kill the players. Twisted are split into 5 varieties, each weighted differently depending on the floor number: common, uncommon, rare, main, and lethal. Common Twisted possess no special abilities and usually possess stats reflecting the statistical bill of their tune counterpart. Uncommon Twisted possess special abilities but none pose a direct threat to the player, instead providing more of a subtle threat that changes how the player interacts with the floor. Rare Twisted possess special abilities that pose a direct threat to the player. Main character Twisted are unique threats that interact with the player in unusual ways. There is only one Lethal Twisted as of now. Lethal Twisted will kill the player in one attack regardless of current health. Behavior: every round will start with 2 Twisteds per floor and will increase depending on the number of floors reached and the amount of players alive. Most Twisteds roam the halls of the various floors of the Goten View Center, wandering aimlessly. Upon spotting a player, they will begin a chase. The chase will end if the player is able to remain out of sight for long enough, or if the Twisted successfully attacks the player by coming into contact with them. A successful attack will normally result in 1 horse worth of damage, and the Twisted will pause for a few moments, giving the player ample time to run away. All roaming Twisteds have their own stats relating to speed, either in a chase or while roaming. Detection range, which is also reliant on the player's stealth stat, and attention span, how long they remain in the chase when the player is out of line of sight. Certain Twisteds are stationary and cannot chase the player. They instead rely on traps to either trick the player or inhibit their movement, like roaming Twisteds. Their successful attacks result in 1 hearth's worth of damage, but rely on line of sight to connect with the player. Random Twisted will appear on the board at 12 AM GMT, and for 24 hours will have more chance to appear during the game. When the player initiates a chase or encounters a stationary Twisted, it will provide them with 5 tapes and increase their research progress with a particular Twisted by 5%, 10% if playing as Roger. Twisted Buxton. One of the most common Twisteds you'll encounter. Overcome by Eicha, this Twisted has the innate urge to chase others down. Thankfully, it appears that this Twisted doesn't have any abilities to aid him. Twisted Cosmo. One of the most common Twisteds you'll encounter. Being overcome by Eicha and separated from his best friend has driven this Twisted to chase tunes down. It appears this Twisted lacks any noteworthy abilities, however. Twisted Puppy. One of the most common Twisteds you'll encounter. Overcome by Eicha, this Twisted has the innate urge to chase others down. Thankfully, it appears that this Twisted doesn't have any abilities to aid her. Twisted Shrimpo. While this Twisted is more common than others, Shrimpo is not to be messed with. Overcome by Eicha, this Twisted's bullying has become deadly. He may be slower than the average Twisted, but he has trained eyesight for tunes to bully. Don't get caught. Twisted Tisha. This commonly seen Twisted is most often spotted moving from place to place, spending a considerably long time cleaning the floor. Interrupting her work will not be wise.